Black women talk about how they experience Black men as a whole. They call them dogs. They say they're deadbeats. They say all these things about Black men. And as soon as a Black man say, okay, I experience Black women this way, this is my experience with Black women, regarding not better or whatever, this is how I experience Black women when I date them compared to other people when I date them, this is how I experience them. We will get mad and get an attitude. And I just, for the life of me, don't get it.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you again for so much love and support for the channel. I really appreciate it. I mean, even if you just liked or left a comment, I greatly appreciate it. And I mean that with real authenticity coming from the heart right there. Today, we have a video from Anton Daniels. Anton makes really good content and I love his panels. Jazz is on this panel, and some of you might remember Jazz. She did a panel with Tommy Sotomayor. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
I was dating outside of my race because they was doing things better than my race. I'm gonna keep it 100. My Spanish. Better. I was dating Puerto Rican. I was dating Dominican. I was dating African. I was dating all type of other relations besides American Black. Right? They were doing way more of what we expect we want our woman to do more than our American. Our American got real comfortable.
Give me some examples.
Oh man, I mean, their mannerisms are different. I didn't have to really say much to do and be treated like a king. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times with our own American Black, they expect so much of us and what we're supposed to do. Like things like, if we go out and eat and we just have a nice dinner, we can go anywhere and eat and get a nice dinner. It had to be Brew Chris, or it had to be this, that, or it had to be this, that. Then I get somebody that's just as fine, a Cuban or a Colombian. They don't care about nothing. They care about you and your household. Even though they still care about the money, but it's not about the money. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's a difference. Not better, but sometimes we get tired of hearing, Birkin bag.
Listen, before he even starts, let me ask y'all, something. Have you experienced this? Like, name the fanciest restaurant that a woman has made you, or that a woman has asked you to take her to. Because a lot of times they want men to take them to restaurants that they can't afford themselves. And they don't even like the man. So they're like, if I'm going to give you my time, then you better take me to where I want to go. If this happened to you, just comment down below. Let's get back into it.
Okay. Is dating outside the Black race better?
I mean, if that's better for you, then go for it. I just don't understand why y'all got to talk about Black women while y'all doing it. Leave us out of it. We know you don't like us. You left us. You run into the impoverished countries to get you a little, mamacita or whatever. That's cool. But why you got to talk about us though when you're doing it? I don't. That's my only gripe. Love who you want to love. If you haven't had any luck in America, go and get you somebody overseas. Just leave us out of it, baby. It's okay. We want you to go find love. Just make sure you stay over there, right? Since you hate Black women so much, it ain't good over here. Don't stay on blocks, right? Stay over there, and that's fine. But that's my only thing. Why
Jazz,
you gotta talk down on us?
Question, Jazz.
Why you gotta talk down on us? Why you doing it? It's corny.
Question, Jazz. Do you feel personally attacked when somebody say, like, oh, these people was doing something better than like the Black woman I was dating? You feel personally attacked?
I feel like it's unnecessary. It's like what works for you is works for you. Why are you letting everybody know where you failed at? Just go and say, I found a woman that worked for me. Why do a Black man or a Black woman have to put down Black men or a Black woman just because they dating outside their race? I hear Black women say, these Black men ain't nothing. They ain't doing this. If it's offended, I get irritated with that. It's like, girl, no one cares.
Just because I hear that argument all the time. I hear the argument that, like, it's okay to, like, go somewhere else, but don't put us down while you do it, right?
Yeah, because why do you have to do that?
He said, if somebody says that somebody's doing something better than you, did you just get put down?
Well, the thing is, how is it? Is it a put up?
I mean, if I said, like, oh, you're cute, but I think this person is more attractive than you, did you just get, like?
But why? But it's not. That's anything.
A bad analogy.
I mean, it's not anything positive. So it's like, I might not personally get offended, but it's just like, why do you need to compare me? It's like, we get it. You don't like me. You left me. You don't like me. But when you go over there, why do you have to say, see what I got over here, Black women?
What?
See what I got? they're better than you, they're prettier than you, they're more feminine than you. Nah. It's like, okay.
So Jazz, you don't have any. You never critique black men, right? You never have critiques for black men.
As it pertains to what?
Anything. You don't critique black men. I'm assuming that you don't.
Well, I'm a woman. I don't feel like it's my place to critique a man. But
Okay.
what I will say is that if there are topics like having children out of wedlock, and there are a lot of times where men feel like when those children become out of wedlock that they have no part to play in it, then that's when I might say, like, come on now. Like, you both did it. Y'all both have to hold yourself accountable. But, like, I don't spend my days critiquing black men. I love black men.
I'm not asking if you spend your days doing it, but do you ever have any critiques about black men and what you like them to do better and what they what they're not doing at all ever?
Well, I can answer that question.
Well, I mean, no, you can't, because he asked me. So, like I said,
I have personal experience.
You have no personal experience with me, love.
I have personal experience with Jazz's critiques.
You don't
Absolutely.
He asked me, baby.
Personal
experience. Like I said.
If you would like another opinion after Jazz give hers, you can ask me.
He will ask you, Anton. Keep it cute on mute. So, like I was saying, no, like, if I have, like, so, like, okay, you're saying, do I critique men and say, this is what I want better? I don't have to critique a man, right? Another man on his shortcomings to determine what I need better. So if I go find better for me, that's my business. I don't have to, if I say I left this man and I found a better man, I'm not about to go to that man that I left and say, ha, look what I got. He better than you. He doing this and that. It's like, no, I'm going to just go get better. I'm going to do better.
Yeah.
I'm going to become better.
Because my question was more, so do you ever critique black men? Like, do you have like any type of critiques? Like, hey, I think they need to do this better. I think the men in our community could be doing that better. Do you ever say anything, any type of generalizations at all?
I mean, sometimes on certain things, like I just pointed out, like the having babies out of wedlock constantly.
Okay.
They can do that. They can reel that in, but I'm not.
So sometimes you do.
That's not a put down though. That's something that you should want to be better at.
She can't even answer a simple question. Let me tell you something. I've been watching Anton for a while. Jazz absolutely does this. She critiques black men so hard sometimes. And this is what the problem with a lot of women, especially black women. They can dish it, but they can't take it. They will give out constructive criticism. And then when somebody turns around and gives constructive criticism, they can't take it. That clip that I showed you at the beginning was, they asked that man, hey, what is it from your experience? Tell us, what is the difference? This man was just giving his own experience. That's all he was doing. That's all he was doing. It's not like he just came out of nowhere. It was like, hey, by the way, I know y'all talking, but let me tell y'all this real quick. I can't stand black women. That's not what he did. They asked him a question and he gave his experience. The women do this all the time and it pisses me off. How is it that y'all can say everything that y'all need, that y'all want to say about us, but then as soon as we say one thing, oh, it's hell or high water. Oh my God. Armageddon 3. Like we need to, hey, call ICE. Call the ICE agents. We got to deport every black man. Like, I don't understand what it is. And then y'all wonder why we don't, and then they wonder why we don't come to them, or why we don't open up to them, and why we don't express ourselves to them. Because they say they want us to express ourselves, but that's not really what they want. They want us to express themselves in a way that they deem is appropriate. Let's keep it going. I'm going to back it up a little bit.
They can reel that in, but I'm not.
So sometimes you do.
That's not a put down though. That's something that you should want to be better at. You shouldn't want to keep having children out of wedlock. That's not a put down. That's just like, hey brother, if you want to avoid child support, or if you don't want to deal with a crazy baby mama, maybe wrap it up.
Okay, so you said sometimes you do critique.
That's not a put down.
Because you said sometimes.
The thing about the guy is that he was asked a question and so he answered it honestly. That's what I'm about to say. You can't disregard somebody else's experiences because you feel offended. If somebody says, listen, I stopped dating black guys because I decided that I wanted to go on there and date Arabic guys over in this, and they started spending all of this money on me and all of this and this, whatever, and the black guys that I was dating is cheap. I don't feel slighted because I'm not a cheap person. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm not going to take the burden on everybody as far as when somebody has an experience and they say, oh, I had a negative experience, I had a bad experience. Cool. I don't have no problem with that. I know that I'm a representation and I got a different vibe and I got a different wave. And I know that all of the guys that I know in particular have a different wave. So I don't get offended when people have their own experiences and they say, well, this is what my life is like. You deep dive farther enough into it. Like even the guy that was on that video, I would say that that's a him problem because
it sure is.
Honestly, that's a him problem. Now, I'm not going to discount his experiences because his experiences is his experiences. But what I found is that if we probably deep dive a little bit more into it, nigga, what is you doing taking a chick to Roof Chris? I know plenty of guys that don't have to take a chick to the steakhouse in order to get some, you know what I'm saying, to get some action with her.
I get what you're saying.
In that instance, in the example that he's using, that's a him problem. I don't think that that's a problem for a lot of guys that deal with women across the board. So, you know.
And that's what I'm saying. And like, I get it. Like, it's a difference of opinion. If you feel like you have to announce why you're dating outside your race and in that say black women ain't this and black women that you have nothing negative to say and you
this black women.
If you feel like that's what you need to say,
experience. That's what he was asked. He was speaking on.
Hey, if that makes him feel better, cool. I think it's corny.
I mean, he just makes him feel like he answered the question.
That's just my opinion, guys. It's okay. It's just
I mean, I think he just answered the question.
Actually, but he was asked a question though, Jazz.
He went into it with malice to put down the black woman. I didn't get that vibe of malice.
I think he just answered.
Okay, that's fine. Because you're not a black woman. Of course, you're not on.
No. If you just said it without somebody, they asked him a question. He just answered it. I mean, that was his answer.
And that's cool. The way he answered, I thought it was a little corny because like black women doing this. So it's like, damn, that's been your experience.
So then how is he supposed to answer? See, this is my listen. This is my problem with so many black women and women in general, but more specifically black women. You cannot tell a man, you cannot ask a man a question and then dictate how he answers it. It's the same thing they did with Kevin Samuels. It's the tone policing. Oh, well, we don't like how you said it. Well, woman up. Get your head out of your ass and listen to what I'm saying instead of how I'm saying it.
Every black woman in America.
So Anton, this validates my point right here, right? Because I don't know if the beginning of that clip played, but he said they do this better, and the lady was like, "I watch what you saying," and he took it, he rolled it back, and he was like, "Well, not better, right?" So, because women like, I'm sorry, Jazz. Women like Jazz.
No, I'm the
it doesn't matter if he said that it was better or not better.
Use me as your punching bag, Mom.
If
the fact that he reeled it back.
If he said that it was better, if he didn't say it was better.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yes, I think that's his experience. The black woman that he's been dealing with was probably problematic for that nigga, and it probably fleeced him out of a lot of money or whatever, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I don't see any problem with what he said.
I mean, I just find it interesting that I find it interesting that black women can express their experience for years on end about how they experience black men. And when black men finally express themselves and say how they experience black women, it's a problem. Yeah. Now, I agree with you, Jazz, in regards to how you say things. However, number one, everyone has their experience. So number one, I find that interesting. Number two, I also find very interesting that we're not listening. Again, I'll go back to this because I think this is the problem. We just disregard everything that people say about us. We disregard it. I'm going to specifically talk about black women because black women is very good about doing this. And we will disregard, we will get offensive, we will get mad, we will throw a fit. We do all these things and not really listen to how other people are experiencing us as a whole. There is something there. People aren't just lying and making up stuff. Black women talk about how they experience black men as a whole. They call them dogs. They say they're deadbeats. They say all these things about black men. And as soon as a black man say, okay, I experience black women this way, this is my experience with black women, regarding not better or whatever, this is how I experience black women when I date them compared to other people when I date them, this is how I experience them. We will get mad and get an attitude. And I just, for the life of me, don't get it. I don't get it. Like, are we like, where is our, we talk about emotional intelligence. Where is that when it comes to someone looking at us, how they experience us as a whole, when they're dating black women? It's beyond me.
Val, do you think that every black woman behaves the way that he described?
Don't do that.
He didn't say
don't
that.
Do the every.
I asked Val, Mike.
Yeah, let her finish. Do I think that every black woman, say that again?
Do you think the way that he described the black women that he experienced, do you think every black woman acts that way? That they're, because what I heard was they want ... and these are his exact words. They want Ruth Chris. They, expect more from their men.
From his
what
experience.
You just said is that he experienced.
Right.
That's what he said.
Right.
He experienced.
Right.
Yes.
And so my question is, do you think every black woman that he experienced, or just in general, behave like the way that he described?
It
so
doesn't
the reason
matter.
why I asked you that,
it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if every black woman acts that way. It only matters his experience. That is it.
Yeah, but he's generalizing. He said, go back to the clip. He said, our black women be wanting all of these things. Our black women be doing all of that. So you have to be mindful of how you say things, right? Because you're right. He can speak about his experience. If he feels like this is the best way for him to speak on his experience.
Which is my point.
So my thing is,
he ain't never experienced. We black women been doing the same thing for years.
Yes.
You've been generalizing black men and how they treat black women for years. We've been doing it for years.
They do it in
movies, they do it on TV, they do it all the time. Everything is about how black men treat black women. We've been generalizing black men on eons. Eons.
I listen, don't say we, because here's my thing.
You may not, but in general, yes, we have. And I'm not talking about the very
Jazz absolutely does.
You're talking about media, right? And there's a lot to go into why there's a certain stereotype of black people in the media, right? When you talk about
media, I'm talking.
But you just said in general.
I gave examples of media. Yes.
Okay.
I gave examples. Yes.
But Jazz,
the generalization doesn't mean everybody.
You have to put somebody else down.
But look,
all I'm asking is whether it's a man doing it or a woman doing it to a black man or a black man doing it to a black woman, why do you have to put down other people to lift yourself up? If you have found love, speak about that.
Sweetie, let me say this. Let me say this.
And when you do that,
it's how you look at things. It's perspective. It's not always putting down.
Let me stop talking.
But look,
he's
speaking on his experience. Did y'all know he's both married? He's married to a black woman. Look, okay.
Let me just say this. We cannot run away from criticism. We cannot run away from people saying the things that how they experience us or the things that they consider us doing wrong. We can't run away from that. So it's all in perspective. If you look at things like, okay, you're putting me down, instead of looking at what that person said and say, oh, how can I change, or what do I need to do to make my relationship better with my man or with black men in general, or us as a whole, as a community? You can't it's putting down all the time.
Okay,
how are you looking at it?
Granted. So what I'm saying is this, Val. It seems like his only experience. We are all under the understanding that all black women are not like that. But it seems like that's been his only experience with black women.
What?
And now he don't want anything to do with them. My question is, what are we doing that we're not finding black women that actually like us, that actually want to build us up?
I'm sorry, y'all. I had to stop. See, this Jazz infuriates me. She's trying to make it so, it's his fault. She just said that men need to look at themselves and say, what are we doing that all the women if this is his experience, right? How are you going to push it off on him? How? If more than one man, if the majority of men are having these same experiences with women, then it's not the men. If other races of men are having the exact same experience with black women, then it's not the men. Is what I don't understand. This is what Jazz doesn't understand. Anytime somebody tries to critique a black woman, she instead of just understanding, she always has to jump to defend in order to make it seem like it's not their fault. I don't know if she takes it as a personal attack, but it's played out. And then she does this thing where she's like, well, because I don't know if y'all caught her like a couple seconds ago, but she was saying like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just a dumb girl. Like, I'm slow. I don't understand. Like, be for real, Jazz.
Like that, if we
let me back it up a little bit.
We're all smart here, right? It's all under the understanding that all black women are not like that. But it seems like that's been his only experience with black women, and now he don't want anything to do with them. My question is, what are we doing that we're not finding black women that actually like us, that actually want to build us up, that's not like that? If we're all smart here, right? Except for me. Excuse me. I'm the slowest one here. But if we all know that everybody doesn't operate the same, why are you blaming all women when it's just the women that you've experienced? Why aren't you? And
I'll let you finish, but I'll tell you.
But here's the thing, Val. Why is it the general black woman's fault when we know you can find you a good black woman?
Look, and not have. Let me just say this. You're saying the reason why is because it's not just him experiencing black women that way.
But there are a lot of black men that aren't experiencing black women that way.
I'm sorry?
There are a lot of black men who are not experiencing black women that way.
There are a lot of men that are.
What I'm saying is, why? How come he hasn't experienced a good black woman if they're out there?
Jazz, he's married to a black woman. He just was giving his. No, but he's just giving his example in the past. He's married to a black woman, though.
Yeah. No, that's excellent. You know what I mean? Y'all know me.
So he just was giving his experience at that time. And again, he asked the question. He was asked the question.
Yeah. No, it's cool. We're just talking about our opinions on his response. He is very well in his right to speak on his experiences, right?
And does it change that he's married to a black woman now?
You said what?
Does it change anything? How you saying? Because he's married to a black woman right now.
Well, I mean, I'm glad that he was able to find a good black woman because, like, the proof, he just proved the point. If we know there are good black women out there, why are we making these grand statements that they only want to do this? You didn't went back to a black woman.
He asked a question.
But Jazz, he was asked a question. So if he's answering the question based on experience, he never said.
What was the question that he was asked? Because
why do men date outside the race? Men. So he gave his answer.
Yeah, he gave his perspective, right? And I don't think he was referring to all. Granted, it can't be all. We can't, even though he didn't say some, it's not all. Clearly, because he never dated all black women. But I think some of the stuff he said had validity because in some different cultures, they're taught to do certain things that Western women aren't taught. So he wasn't knocking the black woman in that clip. He wasn't. Granted, there are men that do it, but he was just answering the question. This is the reason I had this preference of women because they did X, Y, and Z compared to the women in the Western of what I've encountered, which I think is a great, honestly, if he said black woman ain't shit, I wouldn't take nothing from it because I'm not a black woman that ain't shit.
Facts.
Right. And so it comes full circle.
Jazz tries to fight every battle.
Yeah, and it comes full circle because he realized all black women ain't shit. He ended up with one.
Can we be honest?
He never said that all black women were.
Can we just be honest for a second? Listen, I love y'all and I have a preference for being around y'all. Y'all are a lot to deal with. Honest to God, like real talk. And I know y'all don't want to have no accountability and do a self-check. I know y'all don't want to be realistic about this, but it is a lot. And I'm not even saying that it's all y'all fault because I believe that a lot of it may come from different trauma and things that y'all have experienced in y'all childhood and our cultural norms and all of that stuff. But it is. And when you get into a relationship with a black woman, especially when you marry her, you kind of take on a father figure role.
Anton is right. He's absolutely right on a few points. Dealing with a woman is a lot, especially with a black woman. It is a lot. women come with a lot of just everything. They say that they bring peace, but they don't. The best a woman can do is allow you to keep peace that you already have. Because let's be completely honest, majority of women are not peaceful. We see how they live. They're very chaotic, extremely chaotic. So being with a woman, you have to go into it, understand. I mean, listen to the things they say. They say, like, I want to be, Anton said that you're playing the role of a father figure. And he's right, because women will tell you all the time, I want to be taken care of. I want to be taken care of. And then listen to the things that they say. I want you to protect me. I want you to pay for my things. I want you to do all of these, whatever. I'm like, oh, so you want a dad then? But they don't want to do anything in return. And then when you call them out on some bullshit, then they try to fight every single battle. They try to fight you instead of listening to what you say like a normal person, like a man would do. They push it off on you to make it seem like you're crazy, or that you're wrong, or that you're gaslighting them, or that you don't understand. If you have this experience, let me know. Tommy I made a video about Tommy. It's a 3-part series. Click one of these videos right here, and I will see you on another one.